just in one place. Yeah, but I see what you don't, will where you won't. So don't dare let go. Just hold on, hold on. Yeah, lift your eyes off the ground. You only begun, rising up through the clouds. No, never give up. Climb on, climb. You're comparing yourself, it's like a kiss of death. Instead of doing what you're doing, you get caught up in your head. Feet on the road with your eyes on the prize. Inch by inch, one step at a time. You're losing hope when you can't find a way to speed up the timeline. But one day, though it might be a while, it's gonna be worth every mile if you just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. Yeah. Lift your eyes off the ground. You've only begun, rising up through the clouds. No, never give up. Climb on, climb. Lift your eyes off the ground. You've only begun, rising up through the clouds. No, never give up. Climb on, climb on.
Are you singing as I stand from afar? I once knew someone who would sing where you are. Calling out baby, so similar sensation, similar sensation. The melodies talking out baby, so typical sensation, typical sensation. Don't have to wait, you know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, girl. Innocent in our ways, we were young, girl. Nothing really mattered, I could always count on you. Your touch will leave me breathless, so let me give it back to you. You don't have to wait, you know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, girl. Innocent in our ways, we were young, girl. Nothing really mattered, I could always count on you. Your touch will leave me breathless, so let me give it back to you. Are you singing as I stand from afar? I'm on a mission trying to get it together. Spending whatever to get me connected with you. Try not to listen when they tell me we'll never be standing forever. After all we have been through, hard for me to be tainted. Through it all I've been patient, standing tall in the rain. And don't you know love is dangerous? Hard for me to be tainted. Through it all I've been patient, standing tall in the rain. And don't you know love is dangerous? Gotta find my way home, 'cause I've been waiting too long. I thought you would move on, but I gotta say that you love with open arms. I didn't know. I gotta say that you love with open arms. I didn't know. I gotta say that you love with open arms. Gotta find my way home, 'cause I've been waiting too long. I thought you would move on, but I gotta say that you love with open arms. I heard true love exhausting. Mama told me take caution. Never knew all it cost you. Now I seen the result, and my mind is recalling things you did for me now. Got my head in the clouds, nothing gon' bring me down. And hard for me to be tainted. Through it all I've been patient, standing tall in the rain. And don't you know love is dangerous? Hard for me to be tainted. Through it all I've been patient, standing tall in the rain. And don't you know love is dangerous? Gotta find my way home, 'cause I've been waiting too long. I thought you would move on, but I gotta say that you love with open arms. I didn't know. I gotta say that you love with open arms. I didn't know. I gotta say that you love with open arms. Gotta find my way home, 'cause I've been waiting too long. I thought you would move on, but I gotta say that you love with open arms.
Calm those nerves, son, you never seem to keep your cool. You're just drowning in the deep end of the pool. Win or lose, yeah, you've just been getting through, but there's something deep inside you've gotta do. Everyone's watching, stepping out in the room. Everyone's watching, seeing what you might do. It's just a shot in the dark. You know, you know, you know. You can't stay where you are. Shoot from the heart. You know, you know, you know. You're already this far, and you've been scared of letting go, afraid to even start. Reach for the stars with all that you are. Oh, oh. It's just a shout in the dark. Oh, it's just a shout in the dark. Right on cue, yeah, the fear holds onto you, and it feels like you're a ghost here in the room. But then you move, just like something's breaking through. We do crazy things with nothing left to lose. Everything stopped and no one knows what to do. Everything happens least when you expect it to. It's just a shout in the dark. You know, you know, you know. You can't stay where you are. Shoot from the heart. You know, you know, you know. Already this far, and you've been scared of letting go, afraid to even start. Reach for the stars with all that you are. Oh, oh. It's just a shout in the dark. It's just a shout in the dark. It's just a shout in the dark. You know, you know, you know. You can't stay where you are. Shoot from the heart. You know, you know, you know. You're already so far, and you've been scared of letting go, afraid to even start. Reach for the stars with all that you are. Oh, oh. It's just a shout in the dark. It's just a shout in the dark. Light rises, shakes the night, creation's moving. Can you feel it all around you now? A whole world of wonder, oh, oh. A fascination set into motion, a swell of grace immersed in love. The only place where all that surrounds you loses control. I'm captivated by another dimension. I've never felt this way before. I'm captivated by a love never ending. This is what's fighting for. My soul's awakened, energy, I can't contain it. Life has been invigorated in total surrender, oh, oh. I'm captivated by another dimension. I've never felt this way before. I'm captivated by a love never ending. This is what we're fighting for. This is what we're fighting for.
What's up, guys? Hey, Paula. Hey, Tiffany. What's up, Frederick? Good to have you. Steven, what's going on? Hey, Nico, what's happening? Sean and Elizabeth and Edith and Anya and Christy. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys. Well, look we're back here. I have to tell you, today is going to be an awesome day. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you've gotten so much out of the challenge and the bonus day. Know that I didn't bring you here to waste any time. I'll tell you, what we're calling today is a momentum training. But really, Tony and I have been talking about it. It's really the nobody left behind training. I'm going to be really transparent. Those 5 days were magical. Did you guys enjoy those 5 days? Who came, played full out, right? Who loved the bonus day? If you had the chance to see the bonus day and all the training, and all of a sudden, I see, you get so excited and you see who saw a bigger future for yourself in one way, shape, or form in those 5 days, right? Who felt a glimpse of what's possible, right? And then also, who's starting to fade back to where you were before the challenge? Right? Like it's starting to slip a little, like I want it, I feel it, and you want that energy back, right? You want that excitement back. That's called momentum. And just to be really transparent, we had so many people upgrade and become a part of Project Next. And so many people, it wasn't their time, or they weren't sure at the moment, or maybe financially it wasn't the time. And Tony and I have been talking about it and watching the energy, and we're like, let's do one more training to help people see and have the opportunity to take what they learned and not give up on this. Keep this as a launching pad still, no matter where you are. So who's ready for a launching pad no matter where you are to keep this momentum alive? Right? I'm going to share with you what we're going to cover, and I'm going to try to do this in like an hour and 15 minutes. I know everybody's busy. Thank you for coming early. If you're watching the replay, what's up? It's only going to be up for 24 hours, so watch this whole thing. But here's what we're going to cover today. 4 quick things. Number 1, I'm going to share with you what I believe are the 5 steps to thrive and keep momentum alive. I just made that rhyme up. But how do we keep moving forward? How do we keep momentum alive? And this is not something I've never taught before. It's not, I just really thought through what I believe you could use to keep moving forward. So you're going to learn those 5 things. Number 2, we're going to give away some cool things at the end of this, because we always do. We're going to give away a Project Next Thrive course. Somebody's going to win a course, so play full out, light up the chat, be interactive. That's how you win. Someone's going to win a World Summit ticket. That's our World Summit coming up on September 17th. You know that event is going to be off the charts, amazing. That's a $600 ticket. And somebody's going to win a one-on-one coaching call with one of our premier coaches to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. That's just some cool bribes to say, stay put, because we're going to have some cool stuff at the end. Also, I'm going to reveal what I believe is the greatest free gift Tony and I could ever give you. You know, we talked about, if you guys were there on day 3, we talked about cool bribes. Thanks, Herman. That's what we were thinking. We talked about creating an irresistible offer. And an irresistible offer is not just price. It's not just how much you get. An irresistible offer is, can you really do something for somebody that gets them the results they want? And that's the business we need to be in. That's what I hope Tony and I, and me being here with you today, is we're over-delivering. We're serving you, giving you some of the pieces you need to keep moving forward. So that's why we're calling it the greatest free gift we've ever created, because we put something together for you guys that I think is going to blow your mind today. So that's number 3. Number 4 is we're going to do a hot seat. I'd love to just coach one of you live. We did it in VIP. We did it with a lot of people, and it was so much fun. And it's the number 1 thing people loved. Michelle, I see you shaking your head. Like it literally, people were like, more hot seats, because I got so much out of it, even if you're not chosen. So if you could, with the hot seat, so my team will pick somebody, put in there what you think your dot, right, your niche would be. Like, some of you were like, I showed up, I didn't even know this was a business, but I'm still intrigued, I just didn't move forward. Some of you know what's going on. Some of you are a coach and you already know. So if you know your dot, or you think you know, I'm going to help moms find purpose again. I'm going to help people sell better. I'm going to help people be better accountants, cut hair, go vegan, do yoga, Pilates, whatever you think your dot is, or you know your dot is, put it in the chat, because we're going to pick somebody here in a little while, and I'd like to just coach you, see where you're at, see where you want to go, and give you those capabilities to Go to another level. I love that. Help landlords get better tenants. Transformation in relationship. Helping pets live healthier lives. That's a huge industry right now, one of the fastest growing industries on the planet right now, just so you know. Volunteer orgs help people overcoming anxiety, overcome childhood trauma and bullying. My dad is caregivers, stop drinking to alleviate stress. Wow, that is amazing. Women and health, teach people about writing memoirs. Wow, helping young adults find purpose, live in a COVID world, wellness and prayer center, fitness and mental strength. PT, personal training, PT and physical therapy and emotional coach, teaching life skills and creativity to children. Trauma is not the reason for relapse and recovery. Oh my God, so many amazing dots and niches. I'm glad I'm not the one choosing, because we might be here for 20 hours because I'd want to go through all of them. So my team, if you guys could have somebody ready. And I'm going to be really transparent. Some of you got excited. Not some of you. I think a lot of you got excited. Some of you saw a bigger future. But some of you let that old, this sounds silly, stinking thinking get in the way. Like, I would, but. I could do this, but. Sanja, I see you shaking your head, and a bunch of others. Look at how many, if you're in a group, right? Monica, look at Carol. Look at how many people are going, like, nodding, right? You thought about it, you were excited, and at that last minute, it's like, I'm not an expert. Who would listen to me? I've never done this before. I don't have a following. And then you paused. Now, if you paused because moving forward would have taken food off the table, or there's other things, there's illnesses, that's not, please no, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. And today, when you see what we have created for you, you see it's not about that. We want to deliver you something that doesn't just look like hope with no substance. You put your faith in us. Listen, 800 and we're right under 900,000 people that registered for this challenge. So many people became a part of it. You guys are still here today. So my guess is you know there's another level. We asked this question a bunch. Who knows you're meant for more? I'm sorry to ask you again, but if you know you're meant for more, we got to get back into those feelings. We got to get back into that. Listen, I'm going to be really honest with you. Tony and I talked 2 nights ago for hours, and what we talked about is, I hope you know this. We're not teaching you how to build a magical money machine. That's not who we are. And we'd love for you to be a part of this exponentially growing industry that saved our lives, that put us on a path we never could have imagined, a path into one of the fastest growing industries in the world. But here's what I'd love. I'd love for you to continue in this journey, but that's not our purpose. It's not why I'm here today. I'm here today to make sure you go forward with something. If you know you're meant for more, there's another level. There's another gear. There's another possibility. There's another outcome. There's another level of freedom. There's another level of control. But we must take the uncomfortable action to move forward. We must get disturbed with where we used to be, disturbed with inaction, and we must find the fuel, the tools, the willpower, the discipline, or just the passion to continue to move forward, even if it's at your own pace. You don't have to go like a rocket ship, but we must inch forward to who we want to become. Because just sitting around hoping, hope isn't a strategy. That's Tony Robbins 101. Hope is not a strategy. But passion, desire, following people that have already been there, we could do anything. Now, I wanted to remind you a couple of things. And here's what I want to tell you, too. If you think that everything has to be perfect to present, to share, we decided 2 or 3 nights ago to do this special training one more time, right? And I thought through, what do you need? Can I tell you something? I don't have fancy slides. This is my journal. Right now, it's hard to see. These are my notes. You know what I do? I write my notes, and then I write them a second time, and then I take a highlighter and I highlight them. And today, while I'm sharing with you, I'm going to look down because I don't want to miss anything. That's my strategy. Some people love slides. Some people follow the slides. Some people do a video and you never see their face. Jenna Kutcher's amazing at that. She just puts a screencast up and she talks through her slides. Because some days, she said, I got a baby breastfeeding with my hair looking like this and I don't want to show my face, right? Esther, I see you laughing, right? Because we all get to do what we want to do. This is me today. These are my journal notes, and I'm going to look down because I don't want to miss anything. I want to remind you what an amazing time this is for this industry. This is not a get-rich-overnight opportunity. This is an exponentially growing industry that allows you to serve, impact others with your life experience, you guys know that, and create a real and create real success out of it. I don't know a better way to describe it. It's time to sell what you know. It's not other people's time. It's not the person to the window to the right of you or the window to the left of you. It's the person you're looking back at. It's your time. It's why we called the challenge Time to Thrive. Remember, we also must go where the puck is going. We talk about Wayne Gretzky always saying he was good at hockey because he skated to where the puck was going. Is the world shifting? Can we be honest? Is the world changing? Right? Are some industries that used to be lucrative dying and other industries exponentially growing? If you were at the challenge when Alex Hormozy talked about why this industry is going, because it's a media industry. Right? We talked about how it's media, meaning if you shoot a course, you create a workshop, a mastermind, you could sell it over and over and over again, and you don't have inventory. You don't have to store it. Right? In fact, in a moment, I found the clip of Warren Buffett. It's like 20 seconds long, but I thought it was really cool to share. Why I always reference Buffett said there's two things, and if you remember those two things, you can put it in the chat. But if not, I'll play that here in a little bit. And what I thought about, yes, the world is changing. Yes, the puck is shifting. Yes, we have to decide where things are going. No, we can't sit on our hands and wait for someone to save us because there's no one coming to save us. I always say this, especially here in America. Politics are insane right now, unlike anything I've seen in my entire life. And my father, who's 86, says he's never seen it like it in his entire life. And I say this all the time. I don't care if you like or hate our last president, or you like or hate our current president, or you like or hate the future president. None of them are coming to save you. None of them are coming to fix you or fix your life. And the fact of the matter is, let's just be honest, it looks like there's more regulations and things coming into our future that happens in every civilized country. You can love it or hate it or whatever side of the aisle, I don't care, but it's coming. And what we realize is the only person that can save us, save our family, allow us to have the freedom we want is us. And when we decide that it's only us, oh my God, how liberating. Then you're not looking to go, it's their fault, it's his fault, it's your fault. No, this is on me. Every day you wake up and it's on me. And once you do that, God, life changes forever. And with that evolution, isn't it better to prepare and anticipate where things are going rather than react? Right? That's what we're talking about here. And I'm not trying to go doom and gloom. Please know that. But I wouldn't be serving you if I didn't tell you that things have shifted. Things are changing. I was in business in '99 when a shift happened. I was in business in '07 when the world changed. If I didn't share that, if I was just puppies, rainbows, and balloons, and like everything's perfect, and you're just going to do amazing, Michelle, and Karen, everything's going to be fine. Just focus and tell yourself you're blessed every day and it'll all work out. BS. It won't. You can pray on it all you want. I pray every single day. But I believe our maker is like, you could pray, now go get your ass to work. You could pray, I'm glad you want a bigger future, but you're not just going to sit there and meditate and all the abundance you want is going to show up. You got to meditate, pray, believe in it, assign a bigger future. I see it, Tony Mitchell, right? We got to do all that shit, but then we got to get our asses to work. Simple as that. And if you're going to get your ass to work, wouldn't it be cool to do it in an industry that's growing, in an industry where you have somebody that's willing to share with you the blueprint on how to get there? This is not me pitching how to get rich for doing nothing. I have to keep saying that because I just want you to see, I hope it's this. Tony hope it's this. But it's got to be something. And none of it's going to fall on your lap. None of it. No one's waving a magic wand. No bill that they pass, whether it's 700 million or 5 trillion, none of it's coming to fix us. So we got to do it. So we got to be bold. We got to be brave. We got to overcome imposter syndrome. We have to do all of the crap that we've talked about. And then we got to pick a path. And then we can't dabble. And we got to go all in. And if going all in is just an hour a week, make that the most committed hour of your life. If going all in is an hour a day, make that the most committed hour of your life. Because your life, I believe, the way I look at my why, my life depends on it. I want my children to have freedom and choices. I want to be in control of my time, my decisions, and what I do. This morning before I came here, you know what I did? I made my kids' lunches. I made their breakfast. And I dropped them off at school. Same thing I do every single day, and nobody in this world will ever take that away from me. Today at 3 o'clock, I'll be outside to pick up my kids. Now I got to go to high school and middle school, so it's 2 different schools. But I'll be there. And there's nobody ever going to tell me I can't do that, right? That's some of my why, and you have yours. But we have to get uncomfortable. We have to move forward because it doesn't happen on its own. And that's one of the reasons we came back today. Because I wrote this down. Prepare and anticipate and have the chance to prosper, or react and hope. Right? React and hope. Oh my God, things are changing. I hope it gets better. I hope we get a better leader. I hope we have a better president. I hope the economy gets better. I hope inflation stops. I hope gas goes down. What has hope done for us without a plan behind it, right? So this is my call to action. This is my, hey, hope is amazing. We all need hope. We all need a compelling future. But then we got to get in gear. We got to get uncomfortable. We got to get disturbed. We're just waiting. We got to get disturbed with saying, I think I'm going to do it. Oh, maybe next time. Screw next time. This is the time, right? So with that said, who's ready to keep going? Who's ready not to give in to this and not to give up? Okay? Because we're not giving up on you. You know what I'd love to do? I want to play this. It's like 50, they just said it's not 30. It's 52 seconds long. I want to play this quick video that Tony and I played. We had a small group of mastermind people, high net worth people. We had a small group, and we played this. We played the whole, 10 minutes of it. But I'd like to play, it's 48 seconds. Play this, and I'll be right back.
So you will see plenty of inflation. Now, the best protection against inflation,
Listen up.
is your own earning power. If you're the best teacher, if you're the best surgeon, if you're the best lawyer, whatever it may be, you will command a given part of other people's production of goods and services, no matter what the currency is, whether it's seashells or Reichsmarks or dollars. So your own earning power is the best by far. If you're the best journalist, whatever it may be, you will get your share of the national economic pie, regardless of the value of whatever the currency may be as measured against some earlier standard. The second best protection is a wonderful business that does not require heavy capital investment. If it requires heavy capital investment, you get killed in inflation. And with those guidelines, I would tell you the best thing to do is invest in yourself.
Isn't that cool to see? The guy's pretty smart at what he does, right? I think he's sitting on $150 billion in cash right now, and owns pretty much all the stuff we see on a regular basis. They're owning a big part of it. But I really want you to hear those two from somebody, not just me. Number one, what did he say is number one, right? Brasha, Andre, invest in yourself, right? Invest in yourself. Get deeper with your knowledge, because you will command your peace. Even if it's deflated money, you'll get more of that deflated money. Right? And you guys, by being here, you're investing in yourself right this second by taking the time. Time is extremely valuable. I see a few of you, Lawrence and Michelle, being a part of Project Next. You invested in yourself. Good to have you guys here with me, right? You invested in yourself to get the wisdom of somebody who's already been there so you can go deeper. But the second part, I love how he said, create a wonderful business that doesn't take a lot of startup. We all want a wonderful business, don't we? I know he said that, but really think about, what does that mean? If you're going to go in and you're going to say, I want more control, I want to do my own thing, I want a side project, I want to work from home, what could be more wonderful than unlocking the value of this? It costs nothing. It costs nothing to unlock your story, that thing that might be the most powerful, valuable asset you have that can help someone bridge the gap. Remember on day one we talked about we're bridge builders? There's an experience that you've gone through that builds the bridge for someone else, whether that's a skill, a hobby, a passion, a mess you went through that you're on the other side. That's a wonderful business that has minimal startup cost, if any, and then you don't have to store it, you don't have to air condition it, you don't have to worry about supply chain issues. You just get better at sharing it. Course, workshop, coaching program. So I love that, because Warren Buffett just gave the advice of what Tony and I have been sharing and yelling from mountaintops for 4 years on, this is how you do it in a shifting world. And I wanted you guys to see that. So a couple of things, and then I want to get to the 5 steps. And then, I'm going to bring somebody up here in a minute. Before I get to the 5 steps, there's a couple things. I bet you I read thousands of your comments. And I want you to write these 3 things down. Number 1, stop waiting for permission. Please stop waiting for permission. Audrey, I see you shaking your head. I see so many people shaking their head. It's like, Jessica, I see you. Lisa, I see you. We're waiting for someone to say, I think it's a great plan. I think you're perfect for this. I think you'll do absolutely amazing. God darn it, you should go do it. Like, we're waiting for that, and that's never going to happen. I've never had it in the history of the world. I always get, you're going to do that? Oh, come on, that's for other people. Never. So stop waiting for permission, because you may never get it, even when you start getting successful. Literally, I've gone to different levels, and when I want to go to the next, people go, oh, you did good up till this point, Dean, but now you're biting off more than you can chew. It's like, oh my God, stop putting your restrictions on my life. Stop asking me to dim my glow so you can feel better about yourself. Right? So stop dimming your glow and stop waiting for permission. The only person you need permission from is you. Look in the mirror and say, we got this. I raised 3 children. I got this. I started a business back. I got this. I balanced the career, life, parenthood, all these. I got this. If this is what I'm doing, I'm going all in, and we give each other permission, meaning you and the person in the mirror. Okay, number 1, stop waiting for permission. Number 2, don't let the momentum fade. Tony says this all the time. We have to make a decision while we feel it, right? So many times we're in the moment. We got this. And you go, let me think about it. And then a week, a month, 6 months go by, and you're back in that as in hypnotic rhythm. Dale Carnegie wrote, I think it was Dale Carnegie wrote, Hypnotic Rhythm. When you get back into the hypnotic rhythm of, I should be blessed, this is my life, I should stop biting off more than I can chew, I should be grateful for what I got. Man, you're just not making, I got it. Angela, I see it. There's no way you're making a smart decision for yourself in those spaces, right, Jessica? Am I telling the truth? Like when you get back into, I see you, Steve, thanks for the heart, brother. Like you get back in that, oh, you know, I'm taking care of my family, I'm providing, I'm getting this done, I'm moving forward. You know what? I should just be happy with what I got. You're not making a decision to stretch. You're not taking uncomfortable action when the momentum is gone. And then you got to wait for the next time when momentum comes. And you'll be looking for it. I promise you, if you don't take an uncomfortable action after this challenge, no matter what that is, there's going to be a time in a few months where you go, hey, can I find another challenge? It ain't going to be Tony and Dean, I'm just saying. But you're going to find another challenge or another training or something else, and you'll get another little buzz. Like, should I do it? And then the wave goes by. It's like the surfer trying to catch the wave after it's 2 feet past him. Did you ever see a surfer trying to catch a killer wave after he missed the little hump? I don't surf, but I love watching them. And you see somebody paddling and they missed it. The wave goes on without him, and it doesn't stop. Just because you didn't catch the wave, it doesn't stop. The wave goes. So number 1, stop waiting for permission. 2, don't let the momentum fade. Take an action now. And number 3 is really think about what that vehicle could be. I think it's time for you to realize you need to sell what you know. That's just a fact. It's an exponentially growing business. You already own it. You just need the help on how to extract it, model it, put it into a course, and get it out there to the world. You already got it. You just need help. If it's not that, pick something. Stop as Think and Grow Rich. It was Outwitting the Devil. I love that part. Stop drifting. That's the word he used throughout the entire book was drifting. Meaning, and he talked about it more with kids. They start the drifting of like, should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. Should I do this? Should I do that? And there's so much drifting that you never lock onto something. I'm just going in. I'm just doing it. So what my suggestion would be is pick something. This week, today, pick something and go, I'm doing it, whether I fail or not, because here's the best advice. And I didn't even plan on sharing all this stuff. Here's the best advice I ever got from somebody. Is when you, the universe, God, when you say, I'm going all in, and you decide to do something, you set a goal and you take uncomfortable action, most of the time exactly what you hope for is not what you get. But when you get in, there's a strategic byproduct of your effort that's even bigger than what you originally expected. Who in here has had a goal with one thing, and because you went all in, something bigger and better came out of it? Right? I have a goal that I'm going to go to church on Sundays because I want to be more connected to God. And you go there and you meet the love of your life. I got goosebumps thinking about it, right? We all have, when we decide and commit, there's always a byproduct bigger than the original goal if we'll have the nerve to just go all in. So the three things is stop waiting for permission, don't let the momentum fade, and pick something. We hope it's time for you to sell what you know, but whatever it is, pick something, and why not today? All right. Let's pick somebody really quick. Team has hot seat. Is this someone you guys picked? Okay, I think it's one of the ones I read. Could we bring up Jewel G, helping pets live a healthier life? All right, there's Jewel. Everybody give it up for Jewel. Hi, Jewel. How are you? Can you help Jewel? We can't hear. We're just going to dance a little bit until we can hear Jewel. You guys got this, or should we come back? What's that? All right, so Jewel, they're working on it right now. We'll get you up here in a moment. So you know what I'm going to do? While they work on it, right? Gotta love live, right? Let me know when Jewel's ready, guys. Give me a thumbs up because I can't hear you. I'm going to go over, I said I was going to show you 5 steps to achieve more. I wrote this down. 5 steps to achieve more and conquer success. Achieve more and conquer success. I wrote that down this morning. It's not a fancy title. Remember, you teach the way you want. There's my yellow pad right there, okay? Number 1, and this you should write down, is to protect your confidence. Write this down. Seriously, this is something I wish someone would have told me 30 years ago. Protect your confidence. Because let me ask you something. Have any of you ever done anything incredible in your life? You made the move, asked for the date, asked for the phone number, asked for the money, asked for the partnership, made the sale. Have you ever done it when your confidence is down? Who's made some great decisions in your life when your confidence was down? I know I haven't, but I made some really good, brave, bold moves when my confidence is up. Who remembers a day, right now, if you took a moment, who remembers a day when your confidence was so up you felt like your feet were an inch off the ground? That you could solve anything, fix the problem, sell your kids on what they should do with their future, and make your wife or husband feel amazing, make the sale, get the business. Who knows those days? Who can think about it right now and like, oh, I remember that moment. I walked in a room and all eyes were on me. And I love quiet confidence. It's like, I don't even know why she looks so confident, but damn, somebody should go talk to her, talk to him, right? Remember that feeling? We don't make good decisions when our confidence is down. We won't be bold. So therefore, we must protect our confidence, right? We got to protect our confidence. So what does that mean to protect your confidence? So I'm going to make this really simple because we're going to get through all 5 here. And you guys let me know in the monitor here when she's ready to go, okay? Because I can't hear you chatting. Protecting your confidence. Think about this. There are things in your life that build your confidence, and there are things that take your confidence away. That's just a fact. Right? So how important is confidence? I made it number 1 because I think it's one of the most important things in the history of the world. I shared with Ned about Ned Hollowell. He is the world's leading ADD specialist. And we talked about how he helps kids get off drugs and cure ADD. You know what it is? Has nothing to do with ADD. He said what happens is when a kid has ADD, and he used this example, he said Johnny is in school trying to read a book, and his foot's tapping, he's trying to read, and the teacher's like, you need to read that book, and more he gets pushed, the more then he gets him up and runs around, and now Johnny doesn't have ADD, he's got ADHD because he's a hyper little dude as well, right? He said what happens is because he can't really read it like everybody else and can't focus, he loses what? What's the word I'm looking for? I see you, Jessica. He loses his confidence. And then he's so insecure, he can't do anything right, and he starts acting out, and he's like, there are, kids could end up in jail or end up. Some of the most successful people in the world had ADD, right? He said, all I do is I get the people that are closest to him in his life, and I find out what Johnny's already good at. And we help him get amazing at it. He's good in a sport, help him get amazing. Good, loves science, help him, loves planets, help him understand planets. He goes, if I can get one, listen to this, if I can get one area of Johnny's life where he feels confident, you'll see a new version of him. And he'll start to expand. I have goosebumps. He'll start to grow. And fast forward 3 months, Johnny's sitting in class reading the book because his confidence went up. Ned Hollowell helps cure kids with ADD or a lot, I don't know if cure is the right word, with ADD, by boosting their confidence. How powerful is confidence? It's everything. You don't make moves when you're not confident. So I'm going to give you this brilliant, very deep, intellectual answer on how to boost your confidence. You ready? I'm joking, by the way. Number 1, identify the things that take your confidence away. And ready for this wisdom? Do less of them. Let me ask you some silly things that I've looked at for years. Who in here has ever watched the news, especially in the last year, and when you were done, you were more confident? Anyone? Raise your hand if watching the news makes you confident. Raise your hand if watching the news makes you go, oh shit, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Should I even do anything? Right? Exactly, Kira. Like, exactly, right? So if watching the news makes you feel less confident, makes you shrink a little, should we do less of it? Who has someone in their life that every time they talk to them and tell them about their dreams, they tell you you're a dreamer and you should stop, but you keep telling them? They're not going to convince them. If that takes away your confidence, Jessica, stop doing it. Don't dim your glow to match them. So I'm going to make this really quick, is identify the things that take away your confidence and do less of them. If doing something that doesn't fit you, I'm not good at reading. I still have dyslexia. It's still hard for me to read. I don't read. I listen to a book. When I read, I kind of feel down on myself, like you're 53 years old and you still can't read good. I just don't read. I listen, and I kick ass listen. I can remember a whole book. Do the less of the things that rob your confidence. Okay, on the other side, if you're protecting your confidence, what are some things, put it in the chat, what are some things you do that empower your confidence? Being a part of a group like this, does being here help your confidence today? Is there a certain friend in your life that gives you more confidence? If there is, spend more time with them. If reading a certain book, if praying to God, if being with your kids, if listening to personal development, listen to a certain person's podcast, if that makes you go, I got this, do more of it. Our brains don't associate for some reason, this is building my confidence, let's do more of it. This is doing harm to my confidence, let's do less of it. We sometimes get in a hypnotic rhythm and we do the same thing over and over again expecting a different result. And what did Einstein call that? Insanity. I saw you, Angela, right? Insanity. So, number 1 of the 5 to move forward, do whatever the hell it takes to protect your confidence and don't let anybody mess with it. Not even you. Don't let your thoughts go there. Don't work on your weaknesses. The biggest lie we've ever been told is to work on our weaknesses. No. Find out what we're good at and get deeper, stronger, better. Get amazing at what we're already good at and eventually pay someone to do all the crap you don't like. Right? So protect your confidence, number 1. Okay, can we get Jewel back up? Is this working now? Are we good? What's up, Jewel? Hey, Jewel. All right, guys, I still can't hear her. All right, sorry, Jewel. Could you move out of the way a second so I can see if she's got that off? How we doing, guys? All right, so sorry, guys. This usually never happens. Jewel, we're going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. Okay, number 1 is, and I'm so sorry, Jewel, we keep doing that. Guys, give me a thumbs up when we know for sure it's working, okay? I'm not mad. I just want to talk to Jewel, right? They gave me 2 false starts here. I don't want to kill the momentum here. All right. Number 2, model those already doing it. I mean this. I know Tony and I are sharing. We want you to be a part of what we do. We want to earn your business. We want to drive you to a next level. But if you're going to sell what you know, you should model what Tony and I do. We've been in it for 65 years. But I'm going to talk about it. In another way. I want you to really change the entire philosophy when it goes to wanting to go to another level to replace how with who. We talked about that a little. But we must model. Listen, I just don't think our brains were taught this way. Our brains were taught if we want to learn something, we go to school for it, right? We go to school for it. We take years of classes, or we got to put in the hard work of the trial and error and figure it out on our own. I mean, literally, my dad told me all the time when I started attending courses and classes and training, and I bought Tony Robbins tape, and then I went to masterminds, and I went to workshops. I legitimately have spent over $1 million on courses, classes, masterminds, workshops, either attending them or hosting them. True story, right? I remember when I first started, my dad's like, what the hell are you paying somebody for? You could figure this out. That's the way he was brought up. Why would you pay someone to help you when you can do it your own? Oh, my God. The worst advice in the history of the freaking world. That's why I've been supporting my dad since I was 27 years old. I'm not knocking him. I love my dad. And he's doing great, by the way. So many people have asked. He's doing wonderful. He comes home in a couple of days. For those of you who know, he had a stroke about 3 weeks ago, and he's crushing it. He's almost completely back. He's walking, so amazing. So I'm not knocking my dad. I love him. I was just with him yesterday. But my dad's mindset was fundamentally flawed. He doesn't feel that way about me now. But the way he was brought up is, why the hell would you pay someone to help you with something when you can figure it out on your own? Do you have 10 years to figure some of these things out? And why would you? We're in an industry, or about to go into an industry where we want people to cut us a check to go faster. Why wouldn't we get in the philosophy of, if someone's already done what I want to do and I can cut them a check to go faster, I need to do it? Because time is worth way more than some money in some cases when it's affordable. Right? Because sometimes the time takes so long, you never actually do it. Or you do it the wrong way, and it takes you a year to figure out how to do it right when someone could show you in a moment. So we must figure out a way to model those that are already doing it. Right? Think about, you want to get more likes on social. And it's like, oh, do I get TikTok? Is it Instagram? Is it, oh, no, should I do LinkedIn? No. Should I do long videos, short videos? Should I do stupid dance videos? Should I do, you think of all these things like, how? I don't think I can do any of it. When really, there's probably a 14-year-old in your life, a niece, a nephew, a child, a friend of a friend, that's already got that figured out and could show you how to do it in 2 minutes. Right? Sometimes we have to just train our brain on not how, who's already done it, and how can I model them? So replace how with who and model people. Number 2, you guys got that? All right, so Jules' audio isn't working for some reason. We will figure out a way. Jewel, we will get to you somehow, some way, but we are going to bring up Kira Martinez. Can we bring up Kira Martinez? Everybody give it up for Kira. Woo!
Can you hear me?
I can, Kira. How are you? I should have just pretended I couldn't hear you just to mess with everybody.
Just to mess with me.
How are you, Kira?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you tuning in from?
I'm from the UK.
Well, awesome. Everybody give it up to Kira in the UK. Okay, Kira. You wrote in the chat, helping teachers to thrive to become their best selves. Okay, so tell me a little bit. You know your dot. Do you have a name for the course or the training you want to do yet, or you haven't got there yet?
So not quite got to a name. I'm actually, this is all my notes from today, so
okay.
Working through that at the moment. So not quite got to a name, but it's the fact that I'm a teacher myself, so it's helping especially in this industry at the moment, everyone wants to leave it. Everyone doesn't want to be in I'm a primary teacher, so like elementary for you guys. No one wants to be in that industry anymore. So, and there's lack of inspiration, and then that filters through to the children. And so when I was watching you, especially when started Time to Thrive, I was thinking, okay, how can I use what I know? And so much of what you do, I thought I can do that for the kids. And when I start doing that for the kids, then they will get this at such a young age. And then I was like, whoa, wait, I need to teach the teachers to do this.
Yeah.
So it's not just me.
I love it.
It's everyone.
Everybody give it up for Kira. You see what we're talking about keeping momentum alive? Right, okay, so Kira, if I had to, I don't want to go too deep in this, but there's a problem, remember this, guys. Remember I asked you 3 questions on day 2 or day 4. It was one of those days. I think it was day 4. And if you weren't here, it's okay. But sometimes it's as simple as saying, what is the problem that you'd like to solve? So am I right to say the problem you'd want to solve is disinterested, disconnected, heart gone in teachers, right? The heart, like let's just use words, right? The heart is gone. The emotional attachment is gone, and they might be thinking, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm looking around for something else. So the problem you want to solve is, you tell me, you want to give the heart back to teachers, to give them purpose again, to feel connected to their job. Is that true?
Yeah, completely.
Right.
That's
and lastly, would you like them to fall in love with teaching again?
Fall in love with teaching, and I think they need to do that and then it's like giving them what they want and then giving them what they need, kind of thing. They'll need to work on themselves to get that work-life balance again, to feel good. And then when they do that, I will then give them the strategies to fall in love with the teaching craft.
Somebody was listening. Give it up for Kira for listening. Wow.
So many notes, Dean. I've got it all.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I would love. First off, Kira, thank you for sharing. Thanks for jumping on here. And I hope you've seen through the challenge and what we're talking about today. This is not about, oh, just do that and tomorrow you'll sell 5,000 courses. It's a process and it's a system, and we want to extract it and keep fine-tuning it, because you're not going after all teachers, right? If we talk about the dot, you're not going after all teachers. You're probably going after teachers that are in elementary school or grade school, 1st to 5th grade. So you're going after a smaller group. You're going after teachers who want to fall in love with teaching again, who would love to love their job, that want to leave an impact on children. So that dot gets smaller, but the world's really big. How many teachers around the world right now, not in the UK, around the world, are a little disinterested, would love to fall in love with their job again and feel like they can make an impact on kids? It's millions right now, right? So we know. So I'd love, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Because you thought about it. What's one thing that you know, whether it's a want or a need, right? They might give them what they want and you're delivering what you need. What's one thing that you know you would teach or share with another teacher like yourself? Or there's something that you wish somebody gave you?
So okay. So what I wish someone gave me is stop looking for validity in your management team and your other colleagues, because that's not why you do it. You do it for the kids. So I'm not going to make all these amazing displays so that someone comes in and goes, oh, that's so pretty, because it's not about that. It's about the children, and they need to remember it. Because I think when I first went to teaching, I was a yes man. I was like, yeah, I'll do everything. And it was for another colleague to say I was amazing, but that's not the point. The point is for the kids. So that's one big one. I
freaking love that. And again, you could frame that as falling in love with teaching again, and that's what, like, they want that, or how to get a raise, right? Something could be how to get a raise, how to get a promotion. Like, literally, what do people want? Maybe a raise, maybe a promotion, also accolades. And what else do people want? They want to be noticed, right? So you could hit the human emotions of career path, growth, promotion, raise, accolades, being noticed. You could disguise those 6 and really give them what they need of, do this for the kids, find your true why. Like, take them through a process of 7 levels deep on why they became a teacher in the first place. Get them into their heart, and then say, okay, let's do this let's do this so you feel better, but simultaneously you're impacting the kids, right?
Yes, amazing.
What would be, if it was a year from now, Kira, and it was the best year of your life, what would it look like in a year from now? What would you be?
Okay, so a year from now, I wouldn't be teaching as much as I love teaching children, but I would leave my job, because I'd be hoping to make a greater impact. So I'll be going into maybe other schools, I'll be going into universities, getting them early, hopefully, so then they don't have these mistakes, or helping people fall in love with it again. So it's kind of a twofold thing. And then having a course and hoping people come to it, maybe a podcast, I don't know.
Listen, everybody, please give it up for Kira, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kira. Thank you for sharing. Guys, you know why I love pulling that up? Is because isn't it cool to see how many different niches and how many things? Do you think, I say this all the time, but none of us say when you're a kid, someday I'm going to be in the self-education industry. I'm going to go through this process. I'm going to become a teacher. I'm going to start losing sight of why I was a teacher. I'm going to start hating teaching. Then I'm going to fall in love with teaching again and see what's different because I know it's for the kids. And then someday I'm going to stop that and then I'm going to create a course and I'm going to sell to other teachers. No one in the history of the world has ever said that. This is an industry we all fall into and realize, holy crap. Am I right? Kira, raise your hand if, like, that's the evolution, right? Like, so know that wherever you are, Brasha or Mike or Karen, like, we didn't start here. We just had a life journey. And then there's this moment when you go, I could help kids by helping the teachers and show them something they're not paying attention to. They should be here. They should go through Tony Robbins training. They should go through Module 1. But if not, as a teacher, I can ethically bribe them to go through. So they get growth path. They get accolades. They get recognition. They get a promotion. But simultaneously, I'm helping children all around the world by getting teachers to fall in love with their job again. How badass is that a year from now, Kira could be making a living impacting children around the world? Can we give it up for Kira in the chat, please? Okay. Now, I still have three more. Okay, you guys remember the first two? Number one, protect your confidence. Number two, model those that have already done it. That's what you're going to be in the business, so you should cut a check to go faster. Simultaneously, people are going to cut you a check to go faster to get to their end result. Teachers are going to cut Kira a check because they want to love what they do. They don't want to be wandering, or they want a promotion, or they want growth, or they want recognition. They're going to cut her a check for that, and she's going to deliver them the fast track to get there because she's all in. Make sense? Number three, I've said this a lot, but I'm going to go deeper on it. Take uncomfortable action. Take uncomfortable action. Listen, I don't know what it will take for you. That is a term that sounds good, but you need to attach something to it. We picked on Kira, so I'm going to pick her. Right now, she feels amazing. She's been smiling since she's been on today. She's had the epiphany. She knows she's in. I've been watching. She can't even contain her style. I could see her to the left of the camera, right? But now, that's great. I'm glad. But now she has to take the uncomfortable action of saying, I'm doing this. I'm following all the way through. I'm burning the boats. I'm doing this no matter what. I'm doing this when I doubt myself. I'm doing it when I feel like I'm an imposter. I'm doing it when I tell my friend who's a teacher and she says, oh, people have already done that. That's a saturated market. Or no one wants to be a better teacher. They just want more money. All that crap's coming. She has to decide that I'm taking the uncomfortable action anyway, and I'm going to model those who've already been there, Tony and Dean, and I'm going to protect my confidence along the way, right? And whatever it takes for you to keep taking that uncomfortable action, you have to find. You see, I don't know what Kira's is. We picked her, so I'm going to pick on her a little bit. She could visualize a year from now of selling courses, doing workshops, speaking on stages, impacting children all around the world. Man, that's an amazing feeling. She could also think a year from now, she's still in her job, she's still not as passionate as she should be, she never did this, she was going to do it, she has regret she didn't, and kids still around the world are not getting the knowledge they need to be surviving. You could think of both of those. That second one sounds shitty to me. And I would think about that all the time, right? I always share about what Ed Milet said one time, just if you don't know who he is, he's just someone who's got a great podcast and he's a dear friend. Imagine being at the end of your life and seeing a video of the man you or woman you could have been, or the goals you could have accomplished, or the impact you could have had, or the freedom you could have had, or the control of your time you could have had. That would be the worst video in the world. I mean, you would die for that. So how do we use something as leverage today to give ourselves that chance today, in this moment, to take uncomfortable action, to be unsatisfied, to be disturbed with leaving your life the way it is? Because if you're still here, you're called to serve. You're called to impact more. You're called to do your own thing. You're meant for more. So we must get disturbed with inaction. So being disturbed with inaction, the opposite is uncomfortable action. I love calling it uncomfortable because moving forward, leaning into something new is uncomfortable. But that's where our next level lives. lives. It's on the other side of that. You know what I'm talking about, Rory? Right? Our next level lives on the other side of us leaning in even when we don't know what the hell we're doing. That's why we learn from somebody else who's already been there, and we protect our confidence. And the only next thing is to take uncomfortable action. The next thing, that's number 3, is taking uncomfortable action. Number 4 is, I like to call this the 90-day sprint. And the 90-day sprint is really scheduling it. Because you can protect your confidence. You can model those that are already doing it. You could say, I'm freaking doing this. I'm going to be the woman God designed me to be. I'm going to change this. I'm going to serve others. I'm going to have more freedom. I'm going to work from home. I'm going to quit my job. Whatever that driver is for uncomfortable action. But now we have to schedule it. So I'll make it really simple for you. You could write this down and go do it deeper later. But what are you going to do in the next hour to start this momentum? Seriously, right? Just write this down, right? What are you going to do in the next hour on a piece of paper? You could just put, and you could fill this in when we're done. But what are you going to do in the next hour? What action are you going to take? As Tony says, never leave the scene of momentum without doing something. So what can you do in the next hour that says, I'm freaking doing this? How do you commit? How do you anchor it in? What can you do in the next 24 hours? Right? What can you do in the first hour? What can you do in the next 24 hours to say, I'm moving forward? We take Kira, for example. In the next hour, I'm going all in. I'm going to continue to work with Tony and Dean. I'm going to model this. I'm going in. I'm committed. What can I do in the next 24 hours? I can go through my schedule and block out an hour a day where I'm going all in on this. What can you do in the next 7 days? In the next 7 days, I'm going to lay out the modules of what I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach, number 1, how to get a promotion. It sounds cool, but really what it is showing them how to fall in love with teaching again, or whatever it is, right? So what are you going to do in the next 7 days? Then what am I going to do in the next month? Right? So what am I doing next hour, next 24 hours, next 7 days, next month, and then what am I going to accomplish and what's going to be done in the next 90 days? I had to cross it out. In the next 90 days. So write down 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days, a month, and 90 days. And not that you're going to fill this out right now because I'm going kind of quick. But if you write these down and schedule it and start saying at the end of 90 days, this is what's going to be accomplished. This is what's going to happen. Everything changes. Because if you, this is the reason I chose these 5, never shared them in this order, but if you protect your confidence, if you go for it, if you model those that are doing it, if you take uncomfortable action and use whatever leverage you have, if you write down what you're going to do in the next hour, 24 hours, 7 days, 1 month, 90 days, all of a sudden you start crafting what? Your game plan. Your game plan to go from where you are to where you want to be. So the 90-day sprint is number 4. And number 5 is use a platform, a program, a system. So number 2 is model those doing it. Number 5 is model something that's already working. There's so many times in life when I want to do something new, I'll find somebody already doing it, or I'll find the software that helps do it, and I'll watch and obsess on it and go, oh, that's how they're doing it. It takes me to the 5-yard line. And then I manipulate it, model it, and make it mine. So we must model proven systems and use proven platforms. Make sense? That's why we built mastermind.com for you guys, right? Okay. So you got those 5 steps. Now, here's what we've done. I promised you guys something pretty bold. I promised you, Tony and I were going to give you the greatest free gift we've ever done. And this is to make sure no one's left behind. And I want to show you guys in a moment here. We're going to give away some killer stuff later. We're going to give away prizes. I'm going to do some Q&A. And I'm going to surprise you guys that I had my team, which we've done on day 3 or day 4. I had my team work on building you a site, Kira, in mastermind.com. So when we come back, we'll share that, okay? That's how quick mastermind.com works. We spent $2 million to figure out how to build a site and have it up in 12 minutes. Our team is 12 minutes. It might take you 45, right? But in a moment here, we'll share that. But I want to share the greatest free gift. That's what we're calling it. Because the greatest free gift really means an irresistible offer. And what's irresistible? I explained that to you. Is how do we make sure that no one's left behind and give every single one of you the opportunity to gain the expertise, to gain the capabilities, the platform, to keep your confidence, to model those that are doing it and keep moving forward, even if you're not a part of Project Next. So let me just ask you something. Who would want to continue working with Tony and I if you could test drive all of it for free? Raise your hand if you would keep working with us. Let us teach you. Let us train you on a monthly basis. Let us give you the platform. Would you do it if it was free? Right? Okay. That's why you're going to see what I'm about to share with you is, I believe, the greatest gift we've ever offered. And I thought about doing this after, but I want to share with you why. Before I give you this opportunity, I want to tell you why it's free. Because anytime someone ever says to me, free, I'm like, all right, what's the catch? Here's the catch. Number one, there's no catch, but here's the three things. Number one, it's a crazy time in the world. The economy, politics, people, it is a very polarized world. And we fell so in love with the Time to Thrive Challenge and so many hundreds of thousands of amazing comments. We wanted to do something really special. That's number one. Number two, Tony and I owe this industry our lives. Tony always says Jim Rohn saved his life when he went to that first event and learned, and look at the path it put Tony on. Tony saved my life. I bought his course. My life changed forever. We owe a debt of gratitude to this industry. And it's time we make it the new norm. With all the platforms and the opportunity, this is your time. Not Tony Robbins, not Dean, not other people. This is your time. So that's the second reason. And the third, we want to earn your business. We want you to work with us. We know the results we can get you if you stay with us. So we want to give you the tools and capabilities to test drive this so we can earn your business. That's the transparent, that's the truth. You guys ready for a great and amazing free gift? Wait, no, that's not good. Are you guys ready for it? We worked our tails off on this, guys. All right. All right, here we go. So bring up these slides. So you guys know about, if you guys watched any of it, we have the Mastermind platform. That's where we're building a site right now. I gave it away. That's where everybody you saw during the challenge, all of their sales, all of their sites were up on mastermind.com. So let me tell you what we've created for you guys. And I'm going to go through it, and you're going to be shocked what we've done for you. The 4 pillars that we believe that Mastermind, and by the way, I see you, Lawrence and a couple others that are in Project Next, you already have all this stuff. So everything I share, be excited. It's yours, Lawrence. It's yours if you have Project Next. There's education, there's accountability, there's community, and then we make it real. Kind of goes along with the 5 things that I shared, right? So I'm going to go through this. We knocked these slides out really quick. They could be a lot prettier, but I want to show what we've done. And don't focus on the slides. Focus what I share. So by being a part of the new Mastermind platform, we did some pretty cool things. Number 1, we created a 30-day launch plan, meaning over 30 days, we're going to work with you to get, like Kira's doing, get it out of her head and lay out her program and get it up on mastermind.com within 30 days. And it is an amazing training that gets you up and ready, okay? Number 2, you get Mastermind weekly training. We have our coaches each week in there, in the private group, training to make sure we keep you moving forward. And number 3, this is something we just did, and this is amazing. Inside, when you're a part of Mastermind, and I want you to write this down. Number 1, you get a 30-day training. You should write that down, because these slides, we knocked these out in like 2 minutes, so don't focus on the slides so much. Number 1 is you get a 30-day jumpstart training. Is going to blow your mind. Gives you that jumpstart. Number 2, you get weekly training. Number 3, we decided to upload a brand new course to the back office every single month, a mini course, because these are the things people have asked us for, like how to be better on video, how to write a best-selling book, how to win every day and set goals, how do you have momentum to keep moving forward. Every month, there's already ones up there, but every month there'll be a brand new course uploaded. They're already started to mastermind.com. And I guarantee each month it'll be like a Christmas present, like, oh, I'm going to be better on video. Oh, I'm going to write better emails, right? So this alone should be $97 a month. And you should write that down. Remember, this is the greatest free gift we've ever given you. So be prepared for this. So that's number 1. That's the education pillar. 30-day jumpstart, weekly training, a new course every month. Number 2 is the accountability. The accountability, and Lawrence, isn't it cool you already got all this, brother? Right? Number 2 is the accountability. I've been doing something for a decade. If you guys are in it or you know anybody, I have something called my inner circle. Every month for 7, 8 years, I go live and train a group. Now, when that launched for years, that was $97 a month just to be in the inner circle. And I believe there's thousands and thousands of people at $97 a month who went into this group, and it is a family. They've been with me forever. Every month, I go live and I teach one of 3 things: marketing, mindset, and momentum. It's a family. I love it. If any of you are in Inner Circle, I know there's a lot of new people here. It is amazing. You will get access to be a part of my monthly live trainings that I do right here, just like this. We do interactive. We do hot seats. It's off the charts. Plus, as part of the community, you get a 15-minute every Monday training from me. Okay? So that's the accountability. This alone, $97 a month. We charged it for years. But now it's all part of this. You get access to previous trainings. Blow your mind. So that's number 2. Pillar number 1, remember what pillar number 1 was? The education. Pillar number 2, we keep you accountable. Pillar 3, this is the hidden gem. You become a part of the mastermind community. I went live in there 2 days ago, 10,000 people watching at a time. This is where people support people. I'm in there every single Monday. It is the greatest community on the planet. You'll never feel alone again. You will never feel like, this is crazy. Every time you feel crazy, you go to the community. Every time you're having a good day, you go to the community. You want to see regular people having incredible results, go to the community. You want to watch me live every Monday for 10 minutes to help you kick off your Monday? It's part of the community. You're only in that community if you're a part of Mastermind. That's number 3. And number 4 is the implementation. That's the software we spent over $2 million for to show you, like we're going to show you here in a little bit, how to get your site up and out live to the world, like how to write a best-selling book, like Photographer Mom Boss. Everyone I'm showing has made a sale, okay? These are all in Mastermind. Live with a healthy pelvic floor. Dr. Ed's Inner Circle, gain clarity and resources for creating your next level life. The Compass Philosophy, how to give your business direction and keep out of dangerous waters, right? Transform pain into power. Breast health roadmap, amazing. Powerful techniques to keep on the right path. Lifelight, teach your child the secrets to living a fulfilled life. Create your digital balance. All of these are in Mastermind. All of them have made sales, and that's everything we've created. So what we've really done, at each one of those, if you added them up, should be $97 a month. And if you got all of this, the education, the training from me, the course every month, if you got all of that, that's worth $97 a month. The accountability with me going live every month, we've had thousands of people pay $97 a month just for that. This is not overwhelming. This is part of it. The community, you'd pay $97 a month to be a part of the community. Implementation, to hold your hand and give you the software we spent over $2 million for so you can make it real. That should be $297 a month, or $97 a month. Go look at our competition. They're more like $297 a month for the same kind of platform. So here's what we've done. At $97, I'd say you'd be robbing us. But at $47, it's the most irresistible offer on the planet. I think we could all agree on that. So here's the opportunity you guys have today. We said we wanted to give you the greatest free gift. We want to give you a 14-day free trial to the Mastermind platform where you get everything. 14 days for free. And I want to be really clear on this. It's 14 days. If you cancel on the 13th day, you never owe us a dime. In those 14 days, though, what I'm going to encourage you to do, test drive us. Start the 30-day training, right? Start the 30-day jumpstart training. I'm also going to do, in that 14 days, I'm going to do an Inner Circle training and make sure you're all invited. Don't have to pay for it. Show up to the Inner Circle training and see what that's like. Go through one of the courses. Start building your course on Mastermind. Use the heck out of this for 14 days. On the 13th day, if you're like, you email us or hit one button, you're never charged a dime. If you go, this is the greatest gift Tony and Dean ever gave me, then do nothing, and it's just $47 a month. Not $97 a month, not $297 a month. You get all of those pieces for $47 a month. This is a crazy time in the world, and we wanted to create something absolutely amazing so no one is left behind. And that's the whole piece. This is the greatest gift. Listen, we read thousands of your comments. So many of you said, I should have went in Project Next. I don't know, I'm going to lose this momentum. Here's your chance to test drive for 14 days for free. And if it's for you, then you have the opportunity to stay at a price that is just insane with all these incredible bonuses. And we did 2 things to really ethically bribe you to take this free trial today. And that's simply this. The Belief Busting Workshop, it's a training with Tony. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. We will give you instant access to that. And Glow's course, the Creative Storytelling Secrets, people went nuts over Glow's course. If you guys get enrolled now, take this free trial. Yes, I'm ethically bribing you. I'm pushing you to do it. We'll throw in those 2 bonuses as well. And here it is. You go to mmfreetrial.com. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a few-minute break here. I'm going to play some people who are already up on mastermind.com. Go get your trial. Go to mmfreetrial.com. Take the 14 days. Go all in. Use the heck out of it. If it's not for you, you pay nothing. And then if you keep it, it's just $47 a month. Here's what we'll do. Let's play that video. Let's put a quick little timer on. Let's play this video. If you go take the trial right now, come back in the chat and say I'm all in. When we come back, I'll do FAQ. I'll reveal the site that we built for you guys. And I have one more training piece and some cool gifts to give away. Go to mmfreetrial.com. Take us up on this great gift, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes.
My first sale. Okay. Can I just tell you, it was amazing. It was so amazing. That's what that feeling was to me, because I can help the people I wanted to help.
When I first got the email that a sale came through, I went, what? Like, what happened? This is my information put out there and somebody wants to buy it. Boom. Like, I was so happy.
To be able to give and teach and make money at the same time and have some freedom. It's been a godsend. It took me less than an hour to set up my course. Within a couple days, I already had a couple sales and I hadn't even marketed yet.
When I launched my course, I think within the first 24 hours, I got a sale from someone I actually didn't know. That was pretty cool.
I started the digital product journey only 7 months ago. Like, before that, I didn't have anything. And I created the digital course Fast Lane and uploaded it to mastermind.com. And guess what? Since then, like 10 days ago, 114 people bought the course.
Since this year, I've been able to run 9 in-person workshops, all of about 6 to 15 people.
I love helping people discover what they were meant to do.
We are making a difference in the lives of the people we are touching.
All of a sudden I got this email to say, you've been successful, someone has bought your mastermind. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. And then after that, 3 other people bought the same night. So I had 4 sales for nothing in about an hour and a half, which was just amazing.
There's somebody else out there that can only hear the message that you present. So you need to do it, because somebody out there needs desperately what only you can provide.
months. She writes me a letter, 'cause she knows it's my favorite number, and I'm her favorite one. Well, we don't know where we're going, no, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter, 'cause we're going towards the sun. The light is here, it's time to go. Shine a light into the unknown. Push me out so I can grow. Singing, I'll go. We'll grow. I write her a new song, and the birds they all sing along, not a note is out of tune. But we don't know where we're going, no, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter, 'cause we're going somewhere soon. The light is here, it's time to go. Shine a light into the unknown. Push me out so I can grow. Singing, I'll go, yeah, we'll grow, always easy. I'm guilty of being greedy, but I've learned to live without borders, 'cause love's always pushing forward. I've learned to live without borders, 'cause love's always pushing forward. The light has come, it's time to go. Shine a light into the unknown. Push me out so I can grow. Singing, I'll go, we'll grow, we'll grow.
Shame on me, I'm a fool for the melody. I don't wanna stop right now. All I need is a drum with a heavy beat. Hit me with that future sound. It's time to let go. We're not going home. This feeling I can't live without. So shame on me, I'm a fool for the melody. This is our party, and this is where the beat goes down. Feel the music on the stereo. As we let the rhythm take control, we're gonna dance like we don't care. Keep on popping bottles like we're millionaires. Yeah, we're just getting started, living for the weekend. Shame on me, I'm a fool for the melody. I don't wanna stop right now. All I need is a drum with a heavy beat. Hit me with that future sound. It's time to let go. We're not going home.
Hey guys. So I'm watching all the chat. So we figured if we were going to let you have something so amazing, we'd really make you work for it. Now, I saw all the chat there. Some of you, whatever browser you're on, some of you didn't have the submit button. You're like, I want the submit button. Chris, I see you laughing. We just wanted to make it, we wanted to pretend and say, no. Here's the cool part. When we're done here, or we can do it now, if you hit refresh, they fixed it. For some reason, on some of your forms, you could fill out the info, and then you couldn't submit it. I saw it all coming in. I'm like, what's going on? So know that we got that fixed. You could just hit submit. I saw some great questions here. But first, I wanted to show you what the team built, and they were actually ready before we went to the break for Kira. Could you pull that up? This is what they built really fast for Kira. I know Kira's here somewhere. How to fall in love with teaching again, the step-by-step guide to thriving in the classroom. In this course, you'll understand how to go from being selfless teacher, giving all of yourself to your giving all yourself to your students, to learning how to focus on you so you can fall in love with teaching again and create another level of fulfillment, joy, and passion. I don't know if you did anything below that. Was there anything, any copy below that, guys, if you scroll? Or was that it? Oh, yeah, look at that. About this product, program details. Look at that. Redefining your focus so hard work is still recognized without burning yourself out. How to help your students by helping yourself. Becoming the fulfilled teacher you dreamed of being. What you get in this program. What do people think about this program? So you go back up, scroll back up, and bring it back up, guys. If you could pull this back up. Here's the thing I want you to share. See, Kira still has to develop the site. Right? You still have to build this site, and you still have to make your headline, your name, your thumbnail. What we really just wanted to show you is this literally took the team 10 minutes to build. While I was talking to you, they built it. And this is the opportunity you guys all have. Even the merchant account we work with, the merchant account meaning when someone clicks and puts in their information, the merchant account literally takes 15 minutes to set up, and that money goes directly in your bank account. And at Mastermind, we don't take a dime of that. That's yours. If you go look at some of the other sites out there, they do a rev share. You know, you sell it, we get a piece of it. That's not what we wanted to create. We wanted to create a place to get your first sale out there, to make it real without overwhelm. And that's what Mastermind is. So thank you, team. Kira, you can use this as a foundation to make it so much better, but at least want to show you what's possible. All right, I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions. Of course, when you make an offer like that and it goes so quick, there's definitely questions. So first off, if you're in Project Next already, you got all this stuff. It's yours. You don't have to do anything. It's already yours, right? So how cool is that? But could you imagine when we were sharing Project Next, if I shared with you all the things that were in it? I would have been there for an hour sharing what we've done. So sometimes we give you what you want, but we deliver what you need. You guys will stay a part of Mastermind. I'm telling you, once you're in it, you'll never leave. People that have been in my inner circle alone have been with me for 7 years. So I promise you, you're going to fall in love with, especially the community. That's number one. So you got it if you're Project Next. If you couldn't hit the submit button, hit refresh here in a little bit, and you'll have the submit button. Make sure you don't miss it. What is different about this offer than just going to mastermind.com is we added some extra bonuses here. That's what it is. And the truth is, we might add a few more. This offer is going to close. Just so you know, we're doing something special to nudge you to take action now. So there's extra bonuses in this one than just the regular offer. Okay? Yes, you can cancel anytime. There is zero obligation. If you cancel before 14 days, take everything that you got and you don't owe us a dime. But at any time you want to cancel, you can with one button. Make it super simple. So cross that off. Then there was a lot of questions about 14-day trial versus the 30-day jumpstart training. Here's what I know. In 14 days, if you guys take the uncomfortable action and dig in, you're going to fall in love and say, this is for me, I'm all in. $47 to get all this, I'm all in. Or within 14 days, you go, I don't think I could do it, I'm out. Is that fair enough? We're giving you 14 days, and you're going to get an inner circle, and you're going to get the training, and you're going to get the first 14 days of the training. If you don't know by 14 days, then you can just click and say, I'm out, and owe us nothing. Fair? Does that make sense? Okay. Yes, 14 days, test drive. Okay, I'm going to go through some other ones. Our team took the most common questions, and they print them out. They're so amazing. Number one, there's some emotional, like I look at it as logical questions and emotional questions. I want to make sure I answer them. So number one, I feel I don't have the time to dedicate to this. How can I make that work? Okay, I got two answers for that. Time is always one of the biggest questions people have. If you don't have the time now, what are you going to do to gain more time back in your life? What's your plan? You don't have the time not to do this, is the answer I like to give. Because what's going to be different? If you just keep going at what you go, doing the thing that you do, is there going to be time that magically appears in your life? So how can we take the uncomfortable action now, do the work now, so we can buy back time in our lives? So number one is, what's going to be different if you don't do something different? Nothing. You'll turn around, like I said, at the end of your life with the video of the woman you could have been and saying, I just never made the time. It is time to make the time. No one's going to do this for us. That's number one. And I know so many of you are like, yeah, you don't understand, Dean. I have kids, jobs. I get it. I've been helping people for a long time. I would say the two things. If you don't do this, what's going to buy you back the time? The second thing that I would share is, what can you say no to? If you guys know anything about me, I obsess on that. You need to make a not-to-do list. There are things in your life that you do right now that don't serve you, don't serve the woman you should be, the man you could be, the impact you want to make, the money you want to make, the freedom you want. It doesn't serve you anymore. It used to serve you. It's got to go on a not-to-do list. I promise you, I've never done this with anybody in the world that hasn't found 3 to 10 hours a week. Stop surfing, getting sucked into Facebook and Instagram on stuff that doesn't serve you. Find the time by saying no to things that don't serve you. And when you find those blocks of time, fill it with this. When you find the blocks of time, fill it with this. Okay, can we do anything for 14 days? Can I give you a little advice? Stop watching the news for the next 14 days. Stop surfing on the internet for the next 14 days. Stop reading the news for the next 14 days. Don't hang out with people that make you feel bad about yourself for the next 14 days. Find things over the next 14 days. You can do anything for 14 days, and then take all that extra time, immerse yourself in this. At the end of 14 days, you're going to say, hell yes, I'm in forever. Hell yes, I'm in forever. Or not for me. Is that fair enough, Franny? I see you, Franny. Like, is that fair enough to say 14 days you can do anything, find the time, dive into this, go through one of the courses, start the 30-day, show up for my live inner circle and play full out. At the end of 40 days, day 13, you can go, oh my God, I can't believe they did this. And you're part of the family. Or, not for me, click a button, don't owe us a dime. Cool? Does that make sense? Number two, how can I use Mastermind if I'm not an expert? I am guessing who asked that question. You probably weren't with us for the whole Time to Thrive Challenge, where we really dialed in. It's the same as the next question. I haven't quite figured out my dot yet. Just so you know, that 30-day jumpstart, if you're a part of Project Next, you have a whole module on that, and we go through all the pieces, the marketing, the training. The 30-day jumpstart is really designed. It's not the whole Project Next course. It's designed to identify your dot, dial it in, and know exactly what to teach. And it's not about being an expert. I mean, Kira, would you say Kira's an expert on teachers? No. She's a teacher. Do you remember what Alex Hormozi said? It's not, I'm an expert to teach teachers. It's like, hey, I'm a teacher, and this is what I did to feel really good about my job. I'd love to share with you how I fell in love with teaching again. That's not an expert. You're sharing your life experience. Get that expert thing out of your head. Who's an expert? An expert is someone who's a chapter ahead of you or a book ahead of you. If I've done something you haven't and I've had success, I'm the expert in the room. Make sense? I'm the expert in the room. So, the first 30 days will help you dial in that dot. And it's not about being an expert. It's about having the confidence to share your experience. Make sense? Okay. Number 3. Yes, I already answered that. You can cancel at any time. Cancel at any time. There is zero obligation. Can I post a course on Mastermind in another language? Yes, Mastermind has the capability to host a course in any language. I didn't know that. Look at that. Something I just learned. Yes, you can host a course in a different language. When you pay the $47, do we continue to get the updates? Yes. At $47 a month, you get it all. Every month, there'll be a new course uploaded to your back office. And literally, we spent over $2 million on this. That's not an exaggeration. But we just spent the last 6 months making it so much easier to use and so much prettier. When you log in, you'll see how it just completely separated. You can go to this section where the courses are, and you'll see the courses that are already in there. And then every month, boop, a new one will pop up, and you'll get a notification. Right? When I'm going to go live, boop, it'll pop up. And if you want to watch my previous lives, there's a whole menu in there. It's really cool. The team did an amazing job. They made it for me. I have tech phobia. I can't even figure out how to open up half the attachments in my email, so this was designed to be easy for me. All right, Sanja, don't laugh at me, but it's just true. Like, literally, I'll be like, I can't do this. I'll be clicking the wrong button, and my team will come in and be like, just click where it says click here. I'm like, oh, sorry, missed that, right? So know that that's the foundation. Yes, you'll get the updates. What if I join Project Next? Yeah, if you join Project Next, you get all that. I want to dive into this, but my husband doesn't believe in me. What can I do? Lie to him. No, I'm just kidding. I don't start any trouble in your life, right? But let me ask you this, and this is for everybody. Have you supported him? Or you could say her. Has there been something in his life or her life that when they wanted it, you supported them? You started liking stuff you never liked before. You sit through the sports game and you freaking hate football, right? I don't know, but you've done stuff to be a supportive partner, spouse, other half. You know what I'd say? Hey, on this one, I'd really love your support. It's something I'm passionate about. You didn't sit through the Time to Thrive challenge. It spoke to something in my heart. Honey, I know I'm meant for more. I can be more, I can do more, and I don't want to figure it out on my own. The fastest way to get there is to learn from somebody, and the fact of the matter is, I already missed Project Next. I don't want to miss this. They put together an amazing offer. I could test drive it for free for 14 days, and then if I decide to stay, it's only $47 a month, and it's unbelievable. Not only do I not want to miss it, I want to go all in, but I'd really love if you'd support me. And if you don't want to support me and be my cheerleader, please just don't say anything negative while I go all in on this. Can you have that conversation? Right? We need to find a way around these little things that cause these blocks in our lives. Listen, I hope it is the self-education industry selling what you know, what you go forward in. And that's why we created this amazing opportunity today. That's just a fact. We wanted to leave no one behind. And I hope you take us up on this, right? The fact of the matter is, I'm going to encourage you. I went through protect your confidence, model those already doing it, take uncomfortable action, 90-day sprint, schedule it, and follow a proven path. If it's not this, then take those 5 things and do something today. Remember, what did I say? In the next hour, do something. In the next hour, either go to mmfreetrial.com and commit, I'm in. That's a first action. And if you're like, this isn't for me, it was cool hanging out with you, Dean, then go do something else in the next hour that starts you on this path from where you are to where you want to be. In the next 24 hours, do something else. In the next 7 days, do something else. In the next 30 days, do something else. Set these goals because it's not going to change on its own. Nothing's happening because of hope. Again, like Tony says, hope isn't a strategy. So I'm just going to ask you, can we all commit that we'll take an action? And I'll just tell you, I don't care what your action is, take an action. And again, why free? It's because of those 3 things I told you earlier. 1, it's the time the world needs us more than ever, and this industry is exploding. Number 2, this industry saved our lives, and I wouldn't be the man I am today. I wouldn't be here with you if it wasn't for this industry, and now it's your turn. And number 3, we want to earn your business. We want to blow your mind so much and be like, wow, in the next 14 days that you become a member and you stay with us for life because we're giving back to you, giving you the capabilities, and you start seeing your success grow. That's as transparent as we possibly could be. Last pieces here. We got a couple gifts to give away. So let's do that now. Let's see. Oh, if you guys could put some, I know you guys picked some people that have been playing full out. We're going to give away a Project Next course. We're going to give a World Summit ticket. We're going to give a one-on-one coaching ticket away. And before we go, guys, first off, I want to say thank you for being a part of the Time to Thrive Challenge. Thank you for showing up today. You know, there could be 900,000 people here today. There's, I think, about 10,000 people showed up live. Another 100,000 or so will watch this if you're watching the replay. But most people in life want another level. Everybody says I'm meant for more. Everybody wants more freedom. Everyone wants more control. Everyone wants to do the thing that lights up their heart. But I want you to hear me. Most people aren't willing to do what it takes to get there. Most people hope for it. They dream about it. They fantasize about it. And then someday they regret they didn't go after it. I'm just telling you, if you want another level of life, not get rich for doing nothing. If you want another level, you got to gain the capabilities. You got to protect your confidence. You got to learn from people who've already been there. You got to take uncomfortable action. You got to plan it and go for it. We hope it's with us. We hope it's in this industry. But I hope if nothing else today, you leave here today with those 5 things and you implement it in your life, no matter what it is you decide to do, and don't look back. There's no one coming to save us. So why not save ourselves? Guys, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for playing full out. I will pop in the Facebook group. For those of you who take the Mastermind Trial, we'll be live on Mondays together. We'll be live Thursdays, all kinds of great stuff. So can't wait to see you inside the platform. Okay, 3 winners. Project Next course goes to Catherine Hidalgo. Kathy Hidalgo. Hidalgo. And if you already signed up, we'll make sure to take you off that and you have Project Next because all this comes with it. Number 2, World Summit ticket, Mary Andajagabi. I don't know. I'm so terrible with names. Mary A. will reach out to you. I butchered your last name. I'm so sorry. And one-on-one coaching call, that's Rob Chang. Rob Chang. You have a one-on-one coaching call. The team will reach out to you guys and make sure we get that set up. And to just end it here, again, thanks, guys. Thanks for playing full out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the amazing comments. You guys gave way more energy back to me. It's why we serve so well. It's why we fell in love with this group. And we'd love for this not to be the end for any of you. Let's keep working together. Go take that 14-day free trial. See what the next 14 days. Let's earn your business. Let's get some education, and let's see if this is for you. I appreciate you guys so much. Hit refresh if it wasn't working, and we'll see you inside mastermind.com.